Hey Gemini, welcome to Outer Space Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. So I'm excited because today we are going to do our 2024 predictions, okay? Sorry, I can't talk. So yeah, anywho, you guys, let's see what we have in store for you. I'm getting like a 6 energy, okay? 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. And actually, when I was shuffling right now, the 6 of Swords did come out, so we'll see if that pops up again. But yeah, so we're going to go through 6 different things here, okay? And we're going to clarify as well. So let's get started, okay? So first thing we're going to talk about, gems, is what to leave in last year, okay? And what we're leaving in last year, gems, is the 10 of Wands, okay? Let's not struggle anymore and make things harder than they have to be, okay? That's the vibe that I'm getting for you guys. I can definitely relate to that because I'm a Gemini myself, okay? So yeah, we're not, breaking our backs anymore for little in return, all right? Like, we're gonna move on from that. And, of course we can work hard, right? But we don't need to have like all of this stress upon us, okay? So maybe instead of thinking what you can, hold on, you guys, sorry. This music's distracting. Okay, so anyways, maybe of thinking about what you need to add on to your life, Gemini, to make it better. I think you have to think about what you can subtract, okay? Because we want to get less of these wands here, okay? We don't need all of this on our back, all right? So do I want to clarify that first? Yeah, let's do that, okay? So we're going to go ahead and clarify that. But yeah, you guys, I mean, can you believe it's about to be 2024? This year flew by insanely fast. It was kind of rude. But anyways, okay, so yeah, with the 10 of Wands, that's clarified by the 5 of Swords. Okay, so if there's anything, Gemini, that you need to leave in 2023, it's people that are making things more difficult for you. Okay, maybe you have somebody, it could be a significant other, could be some type of job or something like that. But I think this year for you, how would I say it? I think this year for you, gems, it's been really, really hard. And it's like, while you're struggling to, make ends meet or something like that, there's other people that are just not trying as hard here with the 5 of Swords, okay? So if somebody has treated you wrong, betrayed you, if there's actually somebody here, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So if there's been somebody, Gem, that has been kind of putting a lot of stress on you, all right, we got to get that person the fuck out. All right, so that's what you got to leave in last year, you guys, okay? And let me just grab a kipper to clarify that one more time, okay? So yeah, like, we're just going to try to minimize the stress that we have, okay? With the 10 of Wands, I feel like, it's time to simplify your life a little bit more, okay? Whether that's having to be more organized, maybe there's just something that you're doing that's extra that you don't need anymore, okay? But yeah, so clarified again, we have mature woman. Okay, so there could be a mature woman that's making things harder for you. You could be a mature woman yourself, okay? Take that how it resonates, or maybe we need to be a little bit more mature, okay? And yeah, kind of just know how to organize things a little bit better, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys have read, I think it's 7 Habits of like Highly Effective People. There's like a part in that book, or it might have been like the teenager, I don't know. But there's a part in that book where it says, life is like a suitcase, right? So if you pack a suitcase and you throw everything in there and just stuff it in, you're not really going to have as much room, right? But when you take your clothes, your shoes, your socks, underwear, whatever, and you put it into that luggage in a neat and organized way, you can find things easier, and you can also put more in. So I feel like that 10 of Wands kind of just has to do with you making your life easier. I feel like maybe being a little bit disorganized has caused, yeah, it's kind of caused your life to be harder, okay? I mean, go figure, right? So, anyways, well, all right. So anyways, actually, you know what? I didn't even ask the question yet, so I'm not going to take that. So next energy here, gems, is what is the overall energy of 24? These cards really want to jump out, okay? So let's see what the overall energy of 2024 is. You guys, this jumped out the first time and I didn't take it and it jumped out again, okay? So your overall energy of 2024, Gems, is the Page of Coins, okay? So I feel like this year, Gem, is like the year that you should be researching something, okay? This overall theme of the year is maybe you doing something new, okay? Because we do have the page here, right? Like the page is just starting on a journey. So I feel like maybe you guys are going to, or you should, pursue something that's going to help you out monetarily, okay? And you have to start out as a page. Maybe you're not used to this career field or whatever it could be. Could have to do something with your kid, but I'm getting more of just starting something new in general. This could be a side hustle. This could be a whole career change, okay? But let's go ahead and clarify that. Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's hard to start over and be new at something, but that is the theme here, okay? So that, Gems, is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you have two cards of Pentacles or coins here, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles actually clarifying the Page of Coins, you're not going to be in this page energy for long, Gemini, okay? Like there's going to be, you know, if you do decide to start something new, you're going to go from the level of a page to the level of a queen, and it's going to happen faster than you think, okay? So this overall energy here, Gems, is kind of you growing up, okay? And I mean, like, I know as Geminis are a kid at heart. I'm not saying anything like, wait, we do have mature women over here. So maybe there's a something here, Gemini, about being more mature. Now, again, that doesn't mean you have to be rigid and boring or something like that, right, guys? Like that could just mean like, you know, again, maybe getting organized, maybe you know, trying to be on time to things, because I'm like chronically late, okay? But yeah, you guys, I really feel like this overall theme of the year is you kind of growing up and glowing up, okay? And what I'm feeling, Gems, is it's almost like kind of unexpected for you that you do have this glow up here, but it's going to happen, okay? So yeah, this is all about you, like, again, organizing your life in order to level up, okay? There's going to be a huge level up for you guys, okay? And so just along with that, I'm going to clarify that again, and we have this card called Conjunction, okay? Or Alliance, okay? So let me just see what that's about real quick, you guys. Card 51. Card 51, 5 plus 1 is 6. See? Okay. So, Gems. Anytime two celestial bodies conjunct, meaning they dance close together, they first work together and blend meaning and purpose, then begin the new cycle of their relationship. The sun and moon conjunct at the new moon, but because the sun is overpoweringly huge, it has special rules. Okay, anyways, action, co-inspire. Find people and allies who support your ideas, as this is not a situation in which to go in alone. Bring in someone with an extra skill to offer your project. Find the best friend to discuss your concerns with, or spark off a new partnership. All right, so yeah, you guys, so that could also be going back to that mature woman that I got in the beginning. So maybe you need to find somebody, like you're the page, but maybe you need to get advice from somebody that is the Queen of Pentacles, right? Like there's some type of conjunction here. That Queen of Pentacles is going to help you turn into the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Again, this could be something to do with your child, maybe. You know, if you have a kid or kids, maybe there's something here about really being more involved, helping them out in school, stuff like that, right? Not calling you a bad parent or anything, but, you know, or maybe there's just things that you have to change up, or something about maybe finding like parent friends or something, okay? So, anywho, you guys, I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to go over the blockages, okay? And, sorry, I just kind of like wrote down my own little spread before I started this. So, yeah, let's see what are blockages for Gemini in 2024? Let's see. What are blockages? Also, you guys, with that Page of Coins and the Queen of Pentacles, there could be something too about taking your health back, okay? Because those are two cards of coins. You know, maybe this is something about like if you're trying to get fit, you know, if you've been trying to work out, trying to eat healthy, and you're doing this by yourself, right? And you're not seeing the results that you want to, or you're not getting the motivation that you exactly want. That can kind of have to do with you guys maybe needing something as simple as a workout buddy, right? Somebody that helps you stay accountable for what you eat. Okay, so yeah. All right, you guys. So blockages this year is the Three of Swords, Gemini. All right, so I don't know. So there could be some type of heartbreak that does come about this year. Okay. It could be a Libra because this is Libra energy. This could also be, Gem, just like you kind of overthinking and breaking your own heart a little bit, but let's clarify, okay? So yeah, like there might be like something that is a little bit painful that you guys are either going through that's, gonna kind of carry into this year and make things, a little bit harder for you. Or there could be some type of heartbreak this year, some type of separation. Okay, and again, I don't want to sugarcoat things, but yeah, that could like throw you off a little bit, right? So that Three of Swords here is clarified by the Empress. Interesting energy, you guys. So I don't know, Gems, maybe there's somebody that you thought like, was going to be your be all end all or whatever, and maybe this doesn't work out. Okay, maybe you thought like they make you an Empress or they're an Empress with you, but yeah, it's kind of like something that you thought was going to go through doesn't. Okay, and maybe that's why you need that alliance, somebody to lean on, like somebody that kind of understands what you're going through, right? So I'm going to clarify that a little bit more with the Kipper here. So yeah, like there might be some things or something, Gemini, that causes you, a little bit of emotional distress, I suppose. So that is going to be your blockage, okay? And I think that what you're going to have to do is to figure out how to deal with it and cope with your emotions, right? Because we can either make something worse than it already is by like totally freaking the fuck out, or we can try to take the most logical, thoughtful, and like rational approach to it, right? Like, okay, this happened. What did I learn from this? Did I see this coming? As part of this kind of like my fault, like what did I do for this to perpetuate? What am I learning from this? Okay, you guys. So yeah, don't be too fearful of that. The Three of Swords is kind of a sucky card, but I feel like it's just a fair warning that yeah, I mean, like, not everything is rainbow and butterflies like every single second, right? So if you do find yourself getting into a new relationship, just be very careful, okay? I think that if you're single this year, if you find somebody, take things very slow, okay? Don't just, delve into things or rush into anything or anything like that, okay? Maybe you could lose a job, but I'm not really getting that. I kind of am getting that this has to do with the person, Gem, okay? So along with that, you guys, we have imprisonment, okay? So I'm kind of feeling like if this is somebody that that's causing this, I think that they're actually, obviously keeping you imprisoned, okay, Gemini? And if there is a painful ending, it had to happen. So yeah, like if something ends, like, yes, it hurts, but just know that it's for the better, okay? Don't look back and think of what could have been or anything like that, because at the end of the day, you're imprisoned, okay? And if it's a new person, they were going to keep you imprisoned. So you definitely don't want that energy. There are people that, in the beginning of things can seem very nice and easygoing, and they understand you, right? And then all of a sudden they do a 180. So yeah, if you're with somebody, this might be the year where you kind of figure out who they really are, right? And it hurts because maybe you're actually seeing it with, some type of clarity for the first time. But with the Empress here, honestly, Gemini, I think it's like, and it doesn't matter if you're a masculine or a feminine, But I think here with the Empress Gemini, like this is a reminder that you were too good for them anyways, okay? And I don't really like to say that, but I mean like too good, not as an out of their league, but maybe this person is just shady. Like they don't deserve you, right? Like maybe this person was full of lies and they were imprisoning you with these lies, okay? And like if you look at this lady on the Three of Swords, she kind of looks trapped. Okay, so yeah, you guys, like it's not really a bad thing. But yeah, and it does go into the blockage section. So I think that it's like somebody that is trying to cause blockages, right? Like they want you to be in this Three of Swords energy. So you don't become the Empress here, okay? And you guys can't let that happen, gems. Like don't let anybody keep you down or anything like that, okay? So yeah, it might not be a blockage, but this person wants to block you. So just use your best discernment, you guys. I mean, this could also be like a friend or a parent, which is maybe why we had alliance earlier. And maybe you need new friends. Okay, so let's move to the next one, shall we? All right, so on a lighter note, we're going to move to the good things, okay? So let's see what is going to be good for gems this year. And you guys, we have the Sun, literally like the happiest card in the deck, okay? The Sun to me, most of the time, you guys, he's a happy energy, but for me personally, I feel like when we have the Sun, something is going to be revealed. Okay, I don't know what it is here, but I really feel like this Sun card is maybe like, I feel like you're almost going to have like this aha moment or something like that, Gemini. Like there's going to be this moment of like, wow, like I finally figured out like what I want to do with my life, or I finally figured out like, I don't know, where I want to live, or what kind of workout is the best for me or something like that, right? But yeah, I feel like something here is going to be revealed to you guys, and it's going to make you really happy, and that's what's going to make your life easier as well, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and clarify that. Wow. All right. Ooh, you guys, and we have the Lovers along with the Sun. Gemini, okay? And remember, this is the part of the good things, okay? So yeah, I mean, you guys could be, oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Okay, so in the last little bunch that I just did, which were the blockages, when I did get this Three of Swords, the Empress, and imprisonment here, I was like, you know what popped into my head, you guys, is like, you guys just need to go back to your higher self during this time. Like, whatever, like, hardship that you go through or heartbreak, whatever it is, I was going to say, like, you need to go back to your higher self. So with the Lovers card here, the angel on top actually represents your higher self. So the Lovers is not always a card of actual love or getting together with somebody, Gemini. But the Lovers actually represents, you know, you being in touch with your higher self. So I feel like with the Lovers and the Sun, it's like you guys are going to be way more in touch with your higher self here, okay? Maybe whatever the supposed blockage was of figuring out who somebody really was and having to end that relationship, you actually figure out who you are, okay? Like you guys actually figure out like what makes you guys shine and what you actually love about yourself and how like awesome you actually are, okay? Because you got that shitty ass energy. Like how do you go from the blockage being the Three of Swords to the Sun, you guys? So sorry I can't talk, but wow. Okay, Gemini. Let's clarify that a little bit more. But yeah. So yeah, there's going to be like, again, like I told you, you guys are going to have like some type of glow up. And the Empress from earlier is a glow up. So I think whatever like ending happens, it's going to just kind of catapult you to where you want to be. Okay. So we also have a message to clarify that. So okay, so with message, the Sun and the Lovers, because these people in these cards, you know, he looks like some type of sun god. You see the angel. What I think the message here means to clarify all of that is that you guys are going to get downloads from your higher self or like from your spirit guides, your ancestors or something like that, okay? So going back to being your higher self, I think that maybe you need to meditate, maybe you need to pray, maybe you need to, maybe you haven't tried to manifest things in a while, right? Like for myself, I feel like lately, like, I've had my spiritual awakening. So whenever I do want something, I kind of forget like to manifest nowadays. And I've been paying attention to the 3D a lot more than I have the actual spirit realm, because I already have like the confidence, I guess. But I think this actually means like, no, like you should still talk to your spirit guides, to your ancestors. Even like, if it's like, a religion or whatever, like maybe there's something here about getting back in touch with your higher self. Because when you do that, you're going to get like this message from your spirit guides that enlightens you. Yeah, like you guys are going to be enlightened this year. So that's really cool, Gemini. Anywho, so we're going to move on to the unexpected here. What's going to be unexpected for Gemini? I like this reading, you guys. It's making me happy. I try not to like include myself in the readings or think of myself, but I kind of hope this is about me too, you guys. Okay. So, okay. What you don't see coming is, oh no, I'm sorry. Unexpected. Okay, that's the same thing. So, anywho, so the unexpected thing here, Gemini, is the Hanged Man. So, I've been thinking a lot lately about the Hanged Man, right? And a lot of people say like the Hangman is, it is Pisces energy. It is like taking a break, right? But the Hangman here, oops, I don't think I can show his little booty patootie on YouTube, but yeah, so with the Hangman here, you guys, like the Hangman is not only like taking a break or whatever. And what was I just saying? The Hangman gets enlightened, right? Wasn't I literally just talking about being enlightened in my last little bunch here? Wasn't I? Right? Okay, yeah. So you guys, the Hangman is enlightened. And what I was trying to get at, Gemini, is that the Hangman, he is about shifting his perspective, okay? And this is like for some reason been repeating a lot in my mind because I never really thought of him that way up until recently. Obviously, being enlightened is shifting your perspective, but maybe there's something here, Gemini, about like a perspective that you've had for a long time. And then when you finally do shift your perspective a little bit, again, like I was saying earlier, like you get some type of like aha moment here. Okay, so yeah, that's crazy. I was literally just talking about your higher self, right? And I was talking about meditation as well. Speaking to the higher ups, and somebody who is in this Hangman energy is not really rushing anything, right? He's sitting there, he's thinking, he's reflecting. So yeah, you guys, like again, meditation could be good for you. Some type of like spiritual practice could be really good for you, whether that's just like praying, lighting candles, stuff like that. But I also feel, going back to the Hanged Man being our first card of what to leave in 2023, this is like, kind of going back to that energy. Like, no, you need to actually not relax more, but take it easy, okay? Like, take things a little bit slower, Gemini, okay? Like, don't be afraid to like slow down a bit instead of like piling this on, piling that on. Yeah, I can do this. So yeah, I'll pick my my nephew up or something, and then I'll go and do this or that. Like, don't get burnt out. Like, give yourself time to recuperate a little bit. But yeah, definitely like make sure you guys shift your perspective in one way or another. I think that's gonna happen anyways, right? But okay, so also in the unexpected, the Hangman is clarified by the Nine of Cups. So you guys, this is like 2 cards of Pisces. I'm a Pisces rising, by the way. I don't really know if a Pisces is significant. Maybe there could be like, if the Lovers does have to do something with you guys, kind of coming into a new relationship, the Hanged Man along with the Nine of Cups, that could indicate a Pisces, okay? But also for me, Pisces is like one of the most spiritual signs of the zodiac, right? So again, I feel like this kind of goes back to being spiritual, okay? Also, see how I said here that like, oops, okay, whatever. So see how I said here that with the Hangman, I kind of feel like being in that Hangman energy is going to take that load off of that 10 of Wands, right? And look, after that, like you're over here with the Nine of Cups, like you're in an energy that you want to be in, right? This guy's happy. all of his cups are full. You're not carrying 10 wands. You just have 9 cups of wine with some grapes. And you guys are pretty happy, okay? So, yeah, sometimes the 9 of Cups to me obviously is like overindulgence, but I feel like with this hangman here, again, like you're gonna be enlightened and be in the energy that you want to be in. So it's like you're gonna go from the 10 of Wands here to the Hanged Man, right? Oops, to the 9 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, you guys, and again, yeah, like there could be somebody here that, you know, you need to form an alliance with, somebody that can help you in whatever your endeavor is, okay? Because again, with the Page of Coins being the overall energy of 2024, you are starting over in a sense, right? And if we go back to the blockages, the Three of Swords, maybe, you know, you're leaving somebody, somebody's leaving you. It's going to leave you in this page energy, right? Like, you know, sometimes when you leave somebody, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to start back at square one because you have a life with them, right? So then you have to kind of learn how to be by yourself again, which is why we have that card of alliance from earlier, you guys. So, but yeah, like fear not, Gemini, it's going to be a good thing. Okay. So again, if you have to leave somebody or somebody leaves you, it's better because you were going to end up being imprisoned anyways, you guys. Okay. And that's the worst thing you can do. I mean, it's the worst thing you can do to anybody, but especially for a Gemini. Like, do not keep me imprisoned and like try to keep me down, because that, no. Like, we're just not about that, right? Like, sometimes that can happen to us because it's like, yeah, we're like people pleasers a lot of the times, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean we want to be in that position. So maybe you know that, you know, you could be being imprisoned by something right now, maybe, or you don't, or you could be a little bit in denial. But again, you're going to have like that aha moment that's going to tell you like, no, hey, like this, what's going on right now isn't right, okay? So along with the Hanging Man and the 9 of Cups, that's clarified by Achieve, okay? And this is a card of Capricorn. So yeah, like you guys actually like not being more indulgent, Gemini, but you guys actually like taking things slower and how would you say it? Kind of focusing on yourself, right? Because the Hangman's by himself. That's going to cause you to achieve something, right? And you're going to be the GOAT, like the greatest of all time, you guys. So that's going to really, really help you guys. So again, like we're not trying to see what we can add on, Gemini. We're trying to see what we can unleash, right? Like when it comes to even like thinking positively, we don't need to add on another positive thought. Let's drop the negative thoughts, right? Before we add on another positive one, right? Because either way, it's still one more thing to think about. So yeah, you guys, I really feel like there's an energy here of you needing to also like clear out your mind, okay? And like, I know for Geminis, it's really hard to do. I'm a chronic overthinker, to the point where I find myself just like disassociating or being very distracted, okay? So I think what this overall is also saying, Gemini, is to live more simply. And maybe with whatever was keeping you imprisoned and in that Three of Swords energy, once you're able to let go of that, your mind is going to also clear up a lot, because guess what? Like that's one less thing that you have to deal with. Not to sound really cold or anything like that, but yeah, it's just going to leave you in a much better place, even if it hurts, right? Like it's okay to get hurt. Like it happens. And when it does happen, we take a lesson from it. Okay. So, anywho, so we're going to get one more little bunch here. Okay. And so for the last bit here, we're just going to pull a few cards on some advice or what to focus on. Okay. So what does Gemini need to focus on, or what is their advice? That was 2 cards, so I'm not going to take those. Okay. All right, guys. So for the advice here, we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I think like what you kind of need to focus on or kind of not focus on is like, don't be in a lack mentality. Okay, Gemini, like don't have that like, oh, like I thought I wanted this, but now I don't want it anymore. Or how would I say it? Like the guy in the 4 of Cups, he's just kind of like apathetic, right? So what we don't want to be here, Gemini, is be apathetic, okay? What we want to do is, again, stay in tune with your higher self, okay? So like I said, taking time to reflect, being in the hangman energy, doing things for yourself that are spiritual, right? Those are actually going to help you appreciate things more, okay? So there's a lot of potential here for you to shift your perspective, right? But that also takes work in itself, okay? That takes reflection, that takes getting certain things out of our life. Or getting certain people out of our life, things like that, right? Like you don't just shift your perspective and kind of have like gratitude out of nowhere, right? Like you almost have to work to be that way. So yeah, so it could go either way. Like I said, if you lose a job or like a person that you were really into, try not to think about how like, oh, like now I don't want anybody else, or this and that. Like try to focus on, okay, like that's gone, but now how is it benefiting me, right? So yeah, like, and also like, with the Four of Cups too, this to me could actually also indicate like, don't take up every offer either, right? Like be really careful, like be very choosy with your energy, okay? Whether that's with a job, whether that's with friends, whether that's with the relationship, Gemini. Like there's also an energy of like, don't just take up any offer from anybody either. All right. So Four of Cups isn't like the most like yay awesomest card ever, but I think like because it is in your advice, it's just kind of like giving you a warning to not be apathetic about things, okay? And don't be afraid to be alone either. Like for me, like I'm a Gemini myself, but I'm very introverted and I actually love being alone. That's one of my favorite things. And I know there's other Geminis like that, but then there's other Geminis too, like my sister, for example, she's also a Gemini and she is the most like social person ever. And it's not like a bad thing at all, like, or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, if you're the type of person to where like maybe you're used to being in a relationship, or maybe you're just, used to being around people all the time and now you're going to spend more time alone, don't be afraid of that, okay? It's okay for that to happen, because sometimes, like, again, being alone, like this hangman is going to bring you a lot of clarity, and it's actually going to help you be more in touch with yourself, okay? But let's go ahead and clarify the Four of Cups for your advice or what to focus on. But yeah, you guys are like my first New Year reading. I wonder, I don't know if you guys have any, like, how would you say it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the saying, you guys. Oh yeah, New Year's resolutions, which I know that kind of has like a, um, I guess like a stigma to it nowadays. But what are you guys' New Year's resolutions? Like, I'm curious. Let me know, okay? Wow, you guys. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups, which we just got in the last bunch of cards here, right? So, you have the Nine of Cups twice. So that is really interesting, because the energies are very like different from each other. But yeah, I feel like with the Four of Cups and Nine of Cups, be picky about your cups. I was just saying that, right? Like, to be in the energy that you want to be in, don't take every single cup that's offered to you, because like you have the Nine of Cups here, right? He has all those cups, and then there's like four more cups trying to come at you, and he doesn't want this. So yeah, I think maybe you guys, Gemini, you don't have to worry so much about being like apathetic. I think it's more of something like, okay, you have your Nine of Cups here, you don't need another one. And this could, again, this extra cup here, extra cups could be like people, right? Like, no, I'm good by myself, because the Nine of Cups is a very like single energy. Okay, so yeah, I feel like with the Four of Cups here, don't take every single cup, right? Like when this guy, like he has all of his cups full, but it's full of things that he likes, okay? Like all of these cups are like his favorite wine. Like, he's a happy dude. He's really fucking happy. I mean, he looks kind of like, I don't know, like I want whatever the fuck he's happy having, because he looks very relaxed, Gemini. Okay, so yeah, don't just take whatever. Like if you drink um Kettle One vodka, don't accept Smirnoff. Okay, like don't just take whatever offers are being thrown at you. Okay, so yeah, that's what I feel like the Four of Cups has to do more with. Like, if you want to get away from a job and then you have an interview with another job, and that job almost sounds the same as the job that you're in, but you just want a different job, like, no, don't just take that job, right? Like, if you have a feeling about something, like, like, this kind of sounds the same, or like, this might be a little bit toxic, like, don't do that. Like, it's okay to say no. All right. Not every offer is an offer that's going to help you, right? So I feel like this year, Gemini, is like, this is about you helping yourself, okay? Like I said earlier, yes, like there could be an alliance that also helps you to get to your goals. But again, this can't just be any alliance, you guys, okay? It can't just be anybody. So yeah, be careful with your energy. I'm not saying be like antisocial or anything like that, or just, cut all your friends off or something, but be very careful, okay? Because you don't want to stay, okay? We're leaving this Ten of Wands energy and making things harder for us in 2023. We're not bringing that to 2024. So yeah, you actually spending a little bit more time alone, and not, maybe if people offer you to go out drinking or something like that, like, maybe you don't have to go out every single time, right? Like, maybe you just want to go because your friend wants you to go and it's this and that. But maybe it's like time, like, no, I'm just gonna chill at home, or like, it doesn't even have to be drinking, right? Like, whatever it might be, maybe you just do a lot of things because people want you to do them, right? And you're like, well, they want a friend to go along, I'm gonna have fun anyway, so I might as well go. However, and this could have to do with money as well, Gemini. Maybe you end up spending more money than you wanted to, right? Because your friend wanted to go to this concert and you're just kind of going for them. $150 later, you're like, ah, shit, like, I was trying to save money. So yeah, like, be careful with your time, be careful with your energy, be careful with, who you decide to spend your time around, okay, you guys? So I feel like I want to get one more card for the advice, okay? So yeah, just, again, we're making life easier this year, okay, Gemini? So do not add on anything extra that you don't need. It's more about dropping the things that you don't need, okay? So, wow, you guys. So we have Pluto here, okay? A rebirth. And I think, isn't Pluto like the ninth planet? Right? I think I'm right. I don't know, like, along with like the Nine of Cups here. So what was I just saying? Like, see how the guy in the Nine of Cups is like by himself? Like, this, you spending time alone, Gemini, is going to help you with a rebirth. Okay, like, this is going to help you here with like becoming somebody else. So maybe, yeah, you do have to be a little bit isolated. You don't have to be, but I'm just saying, maybe being a little bit more isolated could help you. Okay, now if you're a Gemini like me and you already isolate yourself enough, maybe don't take that advice. But yeah, you guys, there is a total, and maybe if you don't isolate yourself, okay, there is like some type of rebirth, Gemini, and a lot of it just has to do with not tacking on all this extra shit to your life, okay? But yeah, like, this overall energy for the year is like absolutely beautiful, you guys, okay? Like, with the Lovers, and let me just like kind of cover them. With the Lovers here, the Sun, okay? Yeah, I'm like actually really, really impressed. So anywho, gems, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great new year, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.